Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and welcome to Paper Loan, Pay Only for Water Loan. আৰু যিহেতু এতিয়া পূজা বন্ধ শেষ হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া আকৌ আমি we have to again get back to our study routine. We have to again follow the same routine. We have to again get updates from all the important news from the newspaper articles of the Assam Tribune. আৰু I hope মানে তোমালোকৰ পূজা হলিডেজবিলাক খুব ভালদৰে গৈছে and you people have enjoyed a lot. Okay, so let's see what is there in this week. So in this week we have discussed all important news articles and also the editorials from the Assam Tribune dating from 14th of October to 18th of October. Aru amak mane tumaloke join koribo para every Sunday at 7 a.m. Okay, so first news ki ase, let's see. So there is Nobel Peace Prize. So Nobel Peace Prize to etia jihetu current affairs ot bahut manuhe সুধিও আছে আৰু বহুত মানে বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ তোমালোকৰ কাৰেণ্ট এফেয়াৰ্ছ তোমালোকে যদি ফ'ল' কৰিছা দ্য ডিফাৰেণ্ট কাইণ্ড অফ প্লেটফৰ্ম চ' ইউ উইল গেট দ্য ছেইম বেচিক কুৱেশ্যন চ' নোবেল পিচ প্ৰাইজ ৱাজ awarded to Nihon Hidankyo, a Japanese organization of survivors of the US atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki for its activism against nuclear weapons. Okay, so 1945 আমি সকলোৱে সেই মানে we all know the story of the great atomic bomb which was dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Everybody of us know. So this organization, it basically worked for disarmament. আমি যেতিয়া আমি conflict studies ot আমি যেটা পঢ়ো, we study a concept called disarmament process. Okay, আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াৰো এটা disarmament policy আছিলে when we started out as an independent country, but later we felt like disarmament to ki hoi jay, if we are disarmed we are actually robbed of all our we are robbing ourselves of the right to defense. সেইকাৰণে তাৰপাছত ইণ্ডিয়া হেজ উইথড্ৰন দ্য ডিছআৰ্মামেণ্ট পলিচি অফ ইটছ অ'ন এণ্ড দেন উই ৱেণ্ট টু দ্য ডেটাৰেঞ্চ পলিচি. ডেটাৰেঞ্চ মানে হৈছে তোমাৰ লগতো বম আছে, মোৰ লগতো বম আছে. ইফ ইউ আৰ গোয়িং টু থ্ৰ' এট মি, আই এম অলছ' গোয়িং টু থ্ৰ' এট ইউ. চ' ইটছ লাইক মানে ইটছ নট আ জিৰ' চাম গেম, ইটছ আ নেগেটিভ চাম গেম. মানে ন' বডি ইজ গোয়িং টু উইন ফ্ৰম দিছ ৱাৰ. সেইকাৰণে ডেটাৰেঞ্চ পলিচিলৈ আমি গুচি আহিলোঁ. অ'কে, চ' বাংলাদেশ আণ্ডাৰ স্নেপছ ৰেল লিংক উইথ ইণ্ডিয়া. চ' মেইত্ৰী এক্সপ্ৰেছ বুলি এখন এক্সপ্ৰেছ আছিলে which connected the railway link from India to Bangladesh. It is Sheikh Hasina government. When the Sheikh Hasina government was overthrown, now there is a rupture in relationship between Bangladesh and India. The new interim government that has been formed under UNIS, it is not able to function properly. It is not able to control the radical elements inside Bangladesh. Okay, so since it is not able to control the radical elements, their economic policy is not very well managed right now. Their diplomatic policy is also not managed right now. They are so much into their own internal conflict that they are not able to deal with the international issues at this point of time. Okay, and then there is also mounting pressure from China. So previously train services between India and Bangladesh started before the partition by the British, and the Maitri Express re-established this connection between Dhaka and Kolkata in the year 2008. In 2017, a second train service, the Bandhan Express, was also inaugurated connecting Kolkata with the Bangladesh city. But now, since because of the internal rift or you can say the internal conflict which is happening inside Bangladesh, they are not able to very much well manage their diplomatic relationship with the rest of the other neighboring countries. Now on summit, we have 44th and 45th ASEAN summits. The 44th and 45th ASEAN summit held in Laos from October 9 focus on enhancing regional connectivity and resilience under the theme ASEAN Enhancing Connectivity and Resilience. So এইবিলাক তোমালোকৰ smaller হয়তো তোমালোকৰ মানে প্ৰিলিমছত আহি যাব পাৰে. So the theme and everything and where it was held at Laos. Okay, then presided over by Prime Minister Suneksi, ASEAN leaders along with a non-political representative of Myanmar, Prime Minister discussed progress in ASEAN community building. Okay, now there are certain key issues which they have discussed, like regional integration. Etia ASEAN not ataitko besi important focus hoy ki regional integration, because global politics etia shift hoy ase. If you see at the Middle East also, the Middle Eastern countries are shifting they are shifting their alliances. Why? Because the West is not a very reliable option at this point of time. Europe is already grappling with its own internal problem, and the USA মানে ইমান এটা পাৱাৰফুল লিডাৰশ্বিপ হিচাপে কোনো দেখা নাই যদি ট্ৰাম্প জিকে তেতিয়াহ'লে বেলেগ কথা বা যদি কমলা হেৰিছ জিকে তেনেহ'লে ষ্টিল মানে ইট উইল নট বি এ ভেৰি ডিফাৰেণ্ট ফ্ৰম লাইক বাইডেন এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেশ্যন চ' সেইকাৰণে মিডল ইষ্টে ইমান বেছি ৰিলাই কৰিব নোৱাৰে অন দ্য ৱেষ্ট এট দিছ পইণ্ট অফ টাইম সেইকাৰণে ইজৰাইল আৰু চাউদি ইভেন দো দে হেভ লং টাৰ্ম এনিমিটি ফৰ এ লং টাইম বাট নাও দে হেভ somewhere they have understood ki we have to reside in this place to we have to cooperate together, we have to stay in the same place, we have to conduct business, so warot loi pele eku labh nai. So now the entire politics in the Middle East is also shifting. The alliance policy is also shifting, and similarly in the ASEAN countries also, if you see the ASEAN countries also now they are more focused on the regional cooperation. Je ami regional level ote ki koribo lagibo, ami cooperation to besi increase koribo lagibo, lagile ami domestic policy mane ami heri koru ba ami international policy koru ba ami economic trade relationship koru, whatever we do, even in the in sectors of defense and space research and those stuff also, they are more into now the regional group bilakot besi focus hoy ase. Enhancing climate resilience, promoting women and children role and boosting health resilience. Eta climate change to ataitko besi important hoi jay in the ASEAN context or in the Asian context, because eta Europe pa industries bilak ahi pela Asia boise, because Europe has already reached the cap. Now they cannot produce more, they cannot afford to increase much more carbon footprint. Hekane gute industries bilak ahi pela eta Asia boise. Eta Asia eta climate mane resilience or topic to besi important hoy ba besi relevant hoy than in the western countries. So global south ot etia etu bostu besi important hoi jay. Now in conjunction the 21st ASEAN India summit reviewed ASEA India cooperation. Eta India ki benefit ase. Now Prime Minister Modi proposed a 10-point plan including celebrating 2025 as the ASEAN India Year of Tourism with a $5 million contributions for youth and startup festivals. So ami eta ki korisu, startup korisu, because we now want more innovators in our country. We want the youth to innovate, to solve public problems at this point. We don't want people who would just sit and do a government job, because that's not serving our country for a long term. So I mean long term ami country khonok serve koribole we have to have much more, we have to access much more potential of the youth, and so we can do that by having startup festivals, by startup hubs. Aru ei startup bilakor funding jibilak ahibo ebilak ASEAN country par ahibo. Etia mane Japan e North East India bahut besi invest korise, because Japan is very much interested in Assam and the other northeast states. JICA project is also funded by Japan. So those are certain things where India also understands that we now need to shift our focus towards more eastern line. We need to have better relationship with rest of the ASEAN countries, with rest of the South China Sea countries. Okay, now regionalism what hoise pivotal role of regionalism. This is a very good editorial that I have found. Now regionalism in Assam and Northeast reinforces cultural identity, local governance and equitable development. Assam Gana Parishad has celebrated recently its 40th foundation day on October 14. Aru Okham Gana Parishad keneke hoisile ami hokoloi janu, right? Because in the 1980s the issue was the illegal immigration issue. So Cotton College ore ba Cotton tumar Guwahati University re kisuman mane chhatro chhatri hokole hei andolon to start korisile, aru hei andolonor pora ki hoi gol hei regionalism or aspect to bahut besi national politics oto bahut besi impact মানে এটা দিব ধৰিলে, বিকজ আগতে নেশ্যনেল পলিটিকেল পাৰ্টি বিলাকতহে ষ্টেটত কি কৰে গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট বনায়, বাট 1980s পৰা আমাৰ নৰ্থ ইষ্টত ট্ৰেণ্ডবিলাক বেলেগ হৈ গ'ল. নাও দ্য ৰিজনেল পাৰ্টি ষ্টাৰ্টেড একুৱাৰিং মাছ মোৰ পলিটিকেল পাৱাৰ অন দ্য ৰিজনেল গ্ৰাউণ্ডছ দেন দ্য নেশ্যনেল পলিটিকেল পাৰ্টি. সেইটো ৰাজীৱ গান্ধী টাইমতে হৈছিলে. অ'কে, বিকজ হি গেভ মাছ মোৰ পাৱাৰ টু দ্য ৰিজনেল পলিটিকেল পাৰ্টি. এতিয়া আছাম একৰ্ড চাইন কৰাৰ লগে লগে কি হৈ গ'ল, সেই গোটেই ছাত্ৰৰ যিটো আন্দোলন আছিলে সেই আন্দোলনটো এটা পলিটিকেল লেভেললৈকে এটা একনলেজমেণ্ট পাই গ'ল, এটা ৰেকগনিশ্যন পাই গ'ল. দে ৱেৰ এবল টু গেট দ্য কনফিডেন্স অফ দ্য পিপল, চ' দে ৱেৰ এবল টু উইন দ্য মেজৰিটি ভোটছ. but founded during socio-political movement of the late 1980s. এইবিলাকৰ বিষয়ে I think সকলোৱে জানা. Now regional parties like AGP play a role in advocating for local interests. এটা regionalismত কি হয় local interest to সদায় focus হয়. এটা national level party বিলাকে overall they will give a certain importance, they will give importance to certain national issues. এটা সেই কাৰণে আমাৰ এটা and now we have a debate right now কি one nation one elections আমি এতিয়া যে আমি কৰিছোঁ বা one nation one election to আমাৰ কাৰণে beneficial হ'ব নে নহ'ব, because national political parties বাৰু মানে they will be benefited, but regional political parties will not be benefited, because regional political parties are সদায় advocacy to regional issues আছিলে, local interest আছিলে, আৰু local interest pitch কৰিবলৈ সদায় assembly election is a very good thing. But now if the assembly election and Lok Sabha election যদি coincide হয়, the time will be same, then local interest বিলাক কি হৈ যাব, মাৰ খাই যাব. Now national issues will take over. এতিয়া caste basis বা caste census to হয়তো নৰ্থ ইষ্টত ইমান বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেঞ্চ নহ'ব পাৰে, মানে because we might vote, some people might vote on the basis of caste, but not all will vote for caste. But North India ki hoy caste basis ba religion basis bahut voting system chole, tate public opinion is shaped by caste and tribe and your what kind of ethnicity you belong to. So he bilak issues or karone ki hoy jay regionalism to eta mar khai jay. Now Mizoram, so Zoram people's movement, then we have Nagaland NDPP, we have Tripura Motha reflect the importance of local political forces. Now as the AGP looks to the future, it is focused on youth engagement and leadership under leader like Atul Bora and Keshav Mahanta. Atul Bora to I don't know, but Keshav Mahanta also I'm not quite sure what they will do, but for the youth, if they are focusing on the youth, then it's a very good thing. Now again we come to the awards. We have 3 get Nobel prizes on the economics. Now there are 3 people who have received a Nobel Prize on the subject of economics: Daron, then Simon and James A. Robinson, for research that explains why societies with poor rule of law and exploitative institutions do not generate sustainable growth. So yata relationship to ki korise between rule of law mane amar constitution or mane amar jetu likha ase rule of law mane law e ki koy, okay, তা মানে তাৰ মানে প্ৰেচিডেন্স কি আছে, তাৰ এণ্টিচিডেন্স কি আছে, সেইবিলাক বস্তু কয় ৰুল অফ ল. আৰু এক্সপ্লয়টেটিভ ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যনছ, এতিয়া আমাৰ যেনেকৈ ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যনছ কি আছে, ধৰা গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যন হ'ব পাৰে, private institutions হ'ব পাৰে, any ধৰণৰ health institution, you can say employment institutions, you can say social sector institutions. If these things are exploitative, then we do not generate a sustainable growth. এতিয়া এই বস্তুটো কেলে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়, বিকজ আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়ান কণ্টেক্সতো তুমি যদি চাবা, আমাৰ কি হৈছে ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যনছবিলাকে ৰুল অফ লবিলাক এডিয়াৰটো কৰিছে. এতিয়া যেনেকৈ ফৰ এক্সাম্পল আমি ৰিচেণ্টলি এই RGK যিটো মেডিকেল কলেজৰ যিটো ৰেপ কেছ হৈছিলে, এতিয়া ৰুল অফ ল মতে কি কৰিব লাগে, এতিয়াও কেছটো চলি গৈ আছে. নাও দ্য সুপ্ৰিম কোৰ্ট ইজ ট্ৰাইং টু ব্ৰিং আউট মাছ মোৰ এভিডেন্সেছ, দে আৰ ট্ৰাইং টু ডিচাইড অন টু what to do, what not to do, what are the things to do to protect the medical services. But at the same time যদি ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যনটো যদি এক্সপ্লয়টেটিভ হয়, এতিয়া কিমান কৰাপশ্যন আহিছে, সেই গোটেই মেডিকেল কলেজখনৰ প্ৰিন্সিপালজনে কিমান কৰাপ্টেড আছিলে, প্লাছ ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যনেল কিমান কৰাপশ্যন হয়, প্লাছ কিমান ৰেড টেপিজম আছে, প্লাছ পলিটিকেল পাৰ্টিজৰ লগত কিমান নেক্সাছ আছে, সেইবিলাক বস্তু যেতিয়া থাকে তেতিয়া কি হয়, সাস্টেইনেবল গ্ৰোথ এটা নহয়. Now environment, India conducts first ever riverine dolphin population estimation exercise. A river dolphin is one, we know that it stays in the river, আৰু ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰত পায়, গংগাত পায়, আমাৰ এইবিলাক riverine পায়, and Indus Valley to মানে the Indus riverতো পায়. The river dolphin is found in the Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna river system and its tributaries spanning across India, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Nepal. A small population of the Indus river dolphin, which is a very close relative of the Ganga dolphin, is being found in the Indus river system in India. The exercise is led by Wildlife Institute of India. Eto question tumalokor ahibo pare in the prelims. Covered 2 species, the Ganga river dolphin and the Indus river dolphin. Now this project is called as River Dolphin, and the project Dolphin was launched in the year 2020. Okay, now deterrence and conflict are the importance of hard power. This is a very good editorial. Tumalokor political science or tumalke etu bostu answer likhibo para. Now we have a concept called soft power and hard power. Soft power mane hoise ami cultural power, jeneke etia South Koreaৰ jiblak tumar K-pop, now Japanot hoise ki tumar anime. So these are the things which are called as a soft power. These incite a cultural, a cultural, a cultural renaissance, you can say, and people get influenced to the culture of certain other countries, and then we are much more keen to understand their culture. We are much more, we have a much more positive impact. We have a much more positive view about that country. That is called as the soft power. But hard power to kiya koise, because itia jitu Israelor jitu response asile, the Israeli response to the Hamas attack highlights the need of advanced military capabilities and intelligence. It is 1 year after the October 7 attack by Hamas on Israel, which killed nearly 1,000 something people. Israel continues its military retaliation. Initially focused on Hamas in Gaza, the conflict spread to Lebanon, West Bank, turning into a broader strategy to eliminate long-standing threats to Israel. It is Israelor war choli ase, Yemenor logoto choli ase because of the Houthis, Lebanonot choli ase because of Hezbollah. Then we have Iran logoto direct confrontation choli ase. Then Syria to choli ase, Iraq to choli ase. So these are the certain countries where Israel has to show its hard power so that it can deter its enemies from harming the Israeli state. Now, Israel has deployed advanced military technology, including precision-guided munitions, surface-to-surface missiles, and multi-layered missile defense systems like the Iron Dome. Aro Israelor ase kisman US-made Blue 109 bombs along with Mk-84 series bombs. The Blue bombs, each weighing 2,000, are fitted with joint direct attack munitions, a precision guidance kit that can penetrate underground targets. Mane dhora ite moi yate moi eta class eta kori asu. So Israel thinks that I am a, let's say Israel jodi bhabise je I am a big concern for the national security, I'm a big threat. So Israel ki koribo mur upor to aro duta man building ase. So Israelor etu jitu ase tumar Blue 109 bombs, etu directly penetrate koribo, mane uporte ahi pele phuti na jay. He building to penetrate kori pele ekdom third floor ekebe ground floor ahi pele muro uporte phutibo. So they have this precision, mane manujon kot ase, karon mane kiteba ki hoy manu bilak jibilak high profile mane manu থাকে, সেই হাই প্ৰফাইল মানুহৰ এছাচিনেশ্যন কৰিবলৈ তুমি বহুত হাই প্ৰিচিশ্যন মিউনিশ্যনছো ইউজ কৰিব লাগিব, বিকজ এই হাই প্ৰফাইল মানুহবিলাকে ৰাস্তাতে ঘূৰি নাথাকে যে তোমাক কোনোবাই যাব গুলিয়াই দিব. চ' দে আৰ আণ্ডাৰ বাংকাৰ্ছ, দে লিভ ইন আ ভেৰি ছিকিউৰিটেড এৰিয়া, ইণ্টাৰনেট কানেকশ্যন নাথাকে, ড্ৰোন ফেচিলিটিজ এভেইলেবল হেৰি কৰিব নোৱাৰি, ইটছ নট ভেৰি ৰিচেবল ফৰ পিপল, for IDF to go and search these locations. So in that case, they have designed this. Okay, then they can penetrate up to 6 feet of reinforced concrete. Moi janeke kolu the escalation in Lebanon. So Israel deploying surface-to-surface missile like Popier, extra extended range artillery and Gabriel missiles. So a missile bilakor tumaleke hoyto eta example hisabe, reference hisabe tumaleke mane likhibo para in your answer if the question comes anything related to your hard power. Mane there can be a question to make you a comparison between the how will you assess a country's diplomatic, or how will you assess a country's its power in the international realm. So will you determine it by soft power, or will you determine it by hard power? So in this context, agote jodi Israel aru Hamasor jodi juddho to jodi nohol heten, so titia hole ami soft power or kothai basically relevance ami likhilu heten. Kintu etia jihetu etia international context ot etu bostu besi relevant hoise, so your answer has to be a combination of both. You have to say it is both. Okay, now Israel has also medium man intermediate range missiles in its inventory, including the Jericho 2, the Jericho 3. The Jericho bikhoy iman information nai because it is quite secret. It is a very classified file, so not many information is available what does it do, but overall you get the idea it is a very sophisticated technology. Okay, so Iran vowed revenge and launched a missile attack on October 1. Meanwhile, Israeli forces launched a ground offensive into Lebanon. Okay. Now, ethics in workplace. Very good editorial. Advanced directives in modern medicine. A living will empowers patients to make informed choices about their medical treatment, ensuring their values and wishes are respected, especially at the end of life. Ita a ethical question to hoyto tumaleko ethics, integrity, aptitude tumalekor ahibo pare. So you can take this as a case study. Okay, case study is in the 2018 Supreme Court ruling in the Common Cause versus Union of India case established that the right to die with dignity is part of the fundamental right to life under Article 20 21. So ইয়াতে এটা simple question সুধি দিব পাৰে যে Article 21 ভিতৰতে right to মানে কোনকেইটা right পৰে. So right to die with dignity is also a right under fundamental right. This includes the right to refuse medical treatment and create an advance directive or living will allowing individuals over 18 to outline their medical preferences if they become incapacitated. Incapacitated মানে ধৰা তুমি পুৰা কোমাত গুচি গলা. Okay, so when you turn 18, so 18 or pisote you must have a policy where you can mention. Ami jeta insurance bilak banao no, we must be given the choice what to do with our body if we are in case incapacitated. Amar bole hat bhori ekeba nohua hoy gol ba ami komale gusi golo. In that case, what do we want to do with our body? Eta kitiba ki kore medicines or ki hoy eta doctors bilake since euthanasia karone iman permission na pai, it's very hard to get a permission for euthanasia. So in that case ki kore doctors bilake bahut besi medical treatment di thake, and it creates a lot of problem also for the patient also. Patient মানে তোমাৰ patient জনেও কষ্ট পায় আৰু প্লাস তোমাৰ relatives এও কষ্ট পায়, ঘৰ মানুহেও কষ্ট পায়. So in this case, right to die with dignity can also be considered as a fundamental right, and it can be used in terms of medical practice as well. So মই এইটো case study হিচাপে কৈছোঁ. Now medical ethics plays a crucial role in its context, guided by 4 core principles: beneficence, non-maleficence, autonomy and justice. Beneficence মানে doing good, মানে মানুহজনৰ ভালৰ কাৰণে কৰিছা, যে বচাই লাভ নাই because he is in coma, it's not going to come out. Non-malefice মানে avoiding harm. Okay, এতিয়া কেতিয়াবা ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট এনেকুৱা থাকে, বহুত হাৰ্ছ ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট থাকে, মানে পেচেণ্টজনে এতিয়া যেনেকৈ কেঞ্চাৰ ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট, ইফ ইউ গেট কেঞ্চাৰ কাৰণে তুমি যদি কিমো বাগেৰা লোৱা, তোমাৰ আৰুহে বেছি হাৰ্মফুল হ'ব তোমাৰ কাৰণে. নাও অট'নমি, ৰেচপেক্টিং দ্য পেচেণ্টছ চইচেছ. অ'কে, পেচেণ্টজনে কি বিচাৰিছে, পেচেণ্টজনে কৈছে যে আই ৱান্ট টু ডাই উইথ ডিগনিটি, আই ডোণ্ট ৱান্ট দিছ ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট, চ' দ্য ডক্টৰ কেনট ফ'ৰ্চ ইট টু ডু ইট, কি যে ইউ হেভ টু টেক ইট, নো আই ডোণ্ট ৱান্ট টু, আই ৱান্ট টু ডাই লাইক দিছ. এণ্ড জাষ্টিছ মানে ফেয়াৰ ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট. These principles sometimes conflict, particularly when a doctor's desire to act in the patient's best interest clashes with the patient's right to make decisions. So কি কৰিব লাগিব, because doctor is also bound by the duty. ডক্টৰেটো মানে তোমাৰ পেচেণ্টজনকতো ভাল কৰিবলৈ চাব, বাট দ্যাট ইজ আ ডক্টৰছ এথিক্স. কিন্তু ডক্টৰ এথিক্সৰ বা ডক্টৰৰ এটা মানে মৰেলিটিটো আমাৰ লাইফৰ মানে ডিচিজনবিলাকৰ লগত কনফ্লিক্ট কৰিব নালাগে, সেইটো কথাই কৈছে. Historically, medical practice lean towards paternalism, where doctors make decisions for patients. মানে আগতে ডক্টৰবিলাকে কয় যে আপোনাৰ বডিত এইটো হৈছে, you must do this. But now we have to understand ki our body, so we need to understand what we need to do with it, whether we want to die with dignity or we want to undergo treatment. An advance directive ensures that an individual's healthcare preferences are respected when they cannot communicate. It offers clarity for doctors and families, helping align medical care with the patient's values and belief. Ite tumaloge medical insurance korisa nai moi najano, but in the medical insurance also there has to be a policy jot manujone nijor value to die, the moral principle to tak mane dekhai, the values to dekhai, belief dekhai. Eta kisubanor hoyto religious ground or kisumane hoyto chemo lobo mane tumar nibisari পাৰে বা মেডিচিন তোমাৰ ভ্যাকচিন ল'ব নিবিচাৰিব পাৰে. চ' দিজ আৰ দ্য পাৰ্চনেল প্ৰেফাৰেঞ্চ অফ ছামৱান. চ' এইবিলাক বস্তু হয় মানে মেডিচিনৰ যিটো মৰেলিটি হয়, যিটো এথিক্স হয়, সেইটো বস্তু মানুহৰ পাৰ্চনেল ভেলিউ বা বিলিফৰ লগত মানে কেতিয়াও কনফ্লিক্ট কৰিব নালাগে. For validity, the document must be signed by individual witness and certified by a magistrate. However, the implementation of living will faces challenges, including a lack of awareness and cultural norm that emphasize family decision making. Healthcare providers may also hesitate to follow such directives if they believe aggressive treatment is in the patient's best interest, leading to ethical dilemmas. Okay, so healthcare providers bilake ketiaba ki kore, they hesitate to follow such directive. They believe that the aggressive treatment is only in the patient's best interest. So despite these obstacles, advanced directives are crucial to end of life care, empowering patients to avoid unwanted medical interventions and receive care aligned with their wishes. Now agriculture ase, Assam Agriculture University develops 2 new varieties of, one is lai hak and variety of chili. So lai hak to I think sobe khai bhal pai, sobe gaure logot lai hak khai I think. Researchers and scientists of the Assam Agriculture University have developed 2 new high-yielding variety of lai hak and kajoli, and 1 new high-yielding variety of chili, which is known as which is known as probali. তো লাই শাকটোৰ নাম কি হৈছে লাইকা আৰু কাজলি আৰু জলকীয়াটোৰ নাম কি হৈছে probali. Okay, these vegetables have been major items in the Assamese cuisine. Probali is a high yielding variety of chili with unique flavor and high pungency, and is also hot, having moderate resistance to anthracones diseases. মানে কেতিয়াবা কি হৈ যায় পেষ্ট লাগি যায়, but these are very high yielding variety seeds. These are well researched, so these are genetically modified. সেইকাৰণে তাতে কি হয় ডিজিজটো নালাগে, and the long terমৰ কাৰণে লাইফটো থাকে. The লাই শাক is high yielding with large thick light purple leaves, thick petiole and long vegetative state. আগতে লাই শাকবিলাক আমি যেতিয়া কিনি আনো, আমি যেতিয়া ফ্ৰিজত থওঁ, খুব বেছি এদিন বা দুদিন থাকে, তাৰপিছত লাই শাকটো কি হৈ যায় শুকাই যায়. কিন্তু এইটো যিটো জেনেটিকেলি মডিফাইড হয়, দিছ উইল হেভ এ লং ভেজিটেটিভ ষ্টেট, হয়তো 4-5 ডেইজলৈকে হয়তো থাকিব পাৰে. মানে এতিয়া আজিকালি যিবিলাক বিলাহী হয়, সেই বিলাহীবিলাকো এটা জেনেটিকেলি মডিফাইড বিলাহী হয়. সেইকাৰণে মানে তুমি চাবা যে মানে এই বিলাহীবিলাকো তোমাৰ হয়তো এসপ্তাহলৈকে ভালকৈ আছে, মানে এইটো পচি যোৱা নাই ভিতৰত. Defense deal. India seals mega deal to procure 31 Predator high altitude drones from US. এটা ইউএছৰ পৰা ইজৰাইল মানে ইণ্ডিয়াই কিনি আছে, ৰাইট? এটা ইণ্ডিয়াই কি কৰিছে, বিকজ ইউ নিড টু হেভ a good relation with both India and with Russia and US. So India ৰাছিয়াৰ পৰা কিনিছে, এটা ইউএছৰ পৰাও কিনিছে, which is in the best interest. So এই বস্তুটো কেলে কৰিছে ইণ্ডিয়াই, because India wants to show ki we are self-reliant in terms of deciding our own defense deal, in deciding our own sovereignty. আমাৰ নিজৰ কাণ্ট্ৰিখনৰ নেশ্যনেল ডিফেন্সৰ কাৰণে বা নেশ্যনেল ছিকিউৰিটিৰ কাৰণে বা নেশ্যনেল ইণ্টাৰেষ্টৰ কাৰণে আমি যিমানবিলাক ডিচিজন ল'ম, ইট হেজ টু বি ইন আৱাৰ নেশ্যনেল ইণ্টাৰেষ্ট. চ' ইটছ নট এবাউট এলাইজ, ইটছ নট এবাউট enemies, it's not about conflict, it's about what I need to do to secure the best interests of my country. Okay, next we have is the wildlife. Tiger bitterns sighted at Jotinga. So tiger bitterns to tiger na hoy, egoraki mane eta sorai hoy, very rare sorai. So this is what's sighted in Jotinga, which is located in Dima Hasao. So tumaleke gom paisa tate ki hoise birds bilake mane suicide korisil. So as on scientist ahile EPG buli, he came and he said ki etu to birds bilake to suicide kora is not a something, is not a natural phenomenon. So kyo korise? So when he researched, then he come out ki etu climate change karone hoise, কাৰণ মনচুনৰ উইণ্ডছবিলাক মানে ডিফ্লেক্ট হৈ গৈছে, মনচুনৰ উইণ্ড অহা টাইমবিলাক চেঞ্জ হৈ গৈছে, এণ্ড উইণ্ডৰ কাৰণে কি হৈছে, তাহাঁতৰ মাইগ্ৰেশ্যনৰ যিটো এটা প্ৰচেছ আছে, যিটো সময় আছে, সেই মাইগ্ৰেশ্যনৰ মানে সেই টাইমখিনিতে উইণ্ডবিলাকে বাৰ্ডছবিলাকৰ মানে এটা যিটো ডাইৰেকশ্যন থাকে, সেই ডাইৰেকশ্যনটো মানে ডিফ্লেক্ট কৰি দিয়ে, এণ্ড দেন দে কাম এণ্ড দে ষ্টাক ইন বেম্বু পোলছ এণ্ড ষ্টাফ লাইক দেট, এণ্ড দেন দে ডাই. চ' ইটছ নট বাই উইল, বাট ইটছ বিকজ অফ দি ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ. আৰু তাৰপিছৰ পৰা লাহে লাহে জটিংগাত ছ'চিয়েল এৱাৰনেছ হ'ল, মানুহে আগতে ভূত আহিছে বুলি ভাবিছিলে, বাট এতিয়া মানুহে গম পালে যে ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জৰ কাৰণে হৈছে. চ' পিপল হেভ ষ্টাৰ্টেড ৱৰ্কিং ফৰ দ্য টু ব্ৰিং বেক দ'জ বাৰ্ডছ ইন টু দ'জ ৱেটলেণ্ডছ. অ'কে, দি এপিটম অফ কাৰেজ, আৰ্টিকল অফ দ্য উইক, সিংপুৰৰ Radha Gobindo Borua. So Radha Gobindo Borua, তোমাকে জানা, enduring legacy as a symbol of courage and conviction, continues to inspire generations in Assam and beyond, encouraging them to pursue their passions and contribute to nation building. So Singh Purush Puli, tumalokor hoyto yate horu question ta ahibo pare, who is known as a Singh Purush of Assam? The answer will be Radha Gobindo Borua. He is an iconic figure remembered for his unmatched courage, vision and leadership. His contributions span various fields, earning him in respect of leaders like Prime Minister and Chief Minister. Okay, Assam Tribune dialogue held on September 14 honored his legacy with Singh Purush RG Memorial Awards. Awards were given to prominent individuals including journalist Karma Paljor, volleyball mentor Abhijit Bhattacharya, and the cultural group Badung Dupa Kala Kendra. Okay, so these are certain things you need to know, and the rest is RG Borua's contributions are compared to those of the JRD Tata. Was recently proposed for the Bharat Ratna, whose son Ratan Tata was proposed for the Bharat Ratna. Assam is encouraged to advocate for the same honor for RG Borua, whose enduring legacy continues to inspire future generations. The essence of Kati Bihu, eta Kati Bihu bikhoye olop tomalke jani loa. Kati Bihu embodies Assam's agricultural roots and reinforces cultural or spiritual belief, unity and enduring essence of Assamese culture. The word Bihu has been derived from the Deori word Bisu, which means immense joy. The original form of Bihu can be found among the Hodia Kosaris. They were associated with the historical kingdom of Hodia. Other branches of Boro Kacharis, which include Boro, Dimasa, Rabha, Tiwa, etc., also celebrate Bihu. Now, our word Bihu has been, now the Boros call it Boisaga, the Dimasas call, and the Tivas and Rabhas call it Bushu or Bushu, Dima, Bushu, and Dumsi respectively. Now, Bihu is of 3 types and is an important cultural festival unique to the Indian state. Rangale Bihu bikhoy jana, tumalake Bhugali Bihu bikhoy jana. Aru Kati Bihu or Kongali Bihu is one of Assam's main festival and observed during the month of Kati. Etia mane Kati mas choli ase no. The word Kati is derived from the Sanskrit word Kartik. The full moon of Kati with the Kritika star is called Kartik Purnima due to alignment of the star with it. Kartik or Kati is a term used to represent this. And Kongali Bihu is observed due to shortage of ripe paddy grains when the granaries are empty. So Kati Bihu is known as Kati or the Kati Gukha by the Boros and Kati Sainjora by the Dimasas. So horu terms hoy, just eta likhit hole hoy gol, maybe match the following o ahi jabo pare keteba. Okay, so the Bihu is also associated with the lighting of the Akak Bonti, which is called a lamp at the tip of the toll of the bamboo pole to show the souls of the dead to way to the heaven. Okay, so Assam Accord, now SC upholds validity of section 6A of Citizenship Act. Karan agote etu eta contest asile jetia Citizenship Amendment Act ahisile 2019 ot. So tetia etu upheld kora hoisile je section 6A to ki hobo, mane 6A is part of the Assam Accord. The 1971 or agor khini jikhini manu ahisile Bangladeshor pra, those have been granted citizenship. Kintu 1971 or pisot jikhini ahise hekhini kintu Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 or mane 2019 or ভিতৰতে তাহাঁতক citizenship দি দিয়া এটা পদ্ধতি কৰা হৈছিলে, এটা প্ৰধান দিয়া হৈছিলে, but those were Hindus and the other religions except Muslims. কিন্তু Assam Accord-এ কৈছে যে আমাৰ এটো মানে accord-ৰ complete violation হয়, because 6.8 কি মানে মেনশন কৰা আছিলে যে ডেটটো তাতে নিৰ্ধাৰিত কৰা আছিলে যে 1971 আগৰ খিনিকহে দিয়া হ'ব. So what has happened to it? Supreme Court-ত গ'ল, কোৰ্টত বহুত বছৰ হেৰি হ'ল, তাৰপিছতহে গম পোৱা হৈছে now the Supreme Court is upheld ki this has to be upheld. So this is a big achievement for Assam. Now no blindfold for new lady justice statue, as you know. So now she holds a copy of the Indian Constitution. Tai agote eta sword asile, which was a replica, which was something symbolic of the British, and instead of the sword, and the blindfold has come off to leave her with open eyes. So let's see how with this change in this new structure or this new statue amar Indian constitutions khonor amar Indian judicial system to kiba change hobo niki. So we'll see. So till then take care. Aru jodi kiba question ase please comment down below. Till then take care and all the best.